Wait for a few people to get inside. Yeah, I want to spread a little bit of knowledge to people and just have a little bit of a conversation, share some things. Uh-oh. All right, got two people watching so far. Hey, Queen Tar, how you doing? I'll wait for a few more people to get in, and then I'll go. Okay, I got 5 watching. All right. So I'll just go on and start talking. First of all, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. Anybody watch the Super Bowl yesterday? I must admit, I went out with some friends and I watched it. It's an interesting game. What's up, Kendrick? Really interesting game. CG3. How you doing, Evelyn? Oh, what happened to my eyes? What's wrong with my eyes? What's wrong with my eyes? Silks, BB scratching. What's going on, sister? All right, so anyway, I hope everyone's doing well today. I just wanted to share some things with everyone. Talk to everybody, let everyone know what's on my mind. Annette, Johnny Romaine. So, as you all know, it's a lot going on in YouTube, especially in the world of Black YouTube. And, we got so much stuff that's going on with people, folks up there making, slandering people, and people are talking about folks. First of all, I'm going to say this. But when a person is pregnant, when a person is expecting a child, I really don't think that it's right for people to talk about someone when they got pregnant and stuff like that because they don't agree with them. I mean, the thing is that, listen, people do things, people have their issues. But when you talk about a person and you bring their unborn child in it, I think that's crossing the line. I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, I'm not going to really have a long, drawn-out discussion, but I'm going to say this much, and somebody may hear it, and that's just, it's just probably cold and stuff like that, Evelyn. That's all, with the tears. But thank you. But, Italian Green, how you doing? But the thing is that, exactly, Queen Tar. But the thing is this, and I've made this clear before to people, but, Cynthia G is a friend of mine, and I support her. I don't agree with everything she does 100%, but says, but just the same, that's my girl, she's a friend, and I pray that she and Rob have a sweet and healthy child. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, some people may not agree with me for saying that, but you know what? That's just what that is. You may not necessarily agree with everyone on YouTube. People are not gonna say things that's gonna be the most popular. So, like I said before, if Sin is watching this, I still got love for you. Now, what two grown people do and how they do it, that's between them. Because you know what? They're the ones that have to have this baby. But my prayer is that this baby comes into the world smoothly and safely, and just what that is. Exactly, Silks. Exactly. I mean, there's too many things that's going on in the world. People want to talk about that. I was watching a good video from Taz Exclusives. Tell y'all something about Taz. People talk about Taz because they say, oh, Taz is a thug and all that. But let me tell you something about Taz. From the short amount of time I've known Taz, or been watching him, Taz is he puts the truth out. He says some righteous stuff. He did a video about the young lady in Chicago, which is my hometown, that donated some money to help 70 homeless people in Chicago get out of the code. Now, one of the things he brought out and mentioned is that it's funny how people don't talk about that, but they want to talk about all the negative stuff, all the drama and things that's going on in the world today. They want to talk about scandals. They want to talk about who slept with who and who got impregnated by who. Stuff that's really no one's business and that's not really important. But when it comes to stuff like that, no one says anything. I mean, where are the cameras and things to highlight this young lady? Her name is Candace Payne, and she came and paid for with a credit card for 70 people to get in out of the cold in Chicago. Now that right there is noble. That is a beautiful thing right there. That is a beautiful thing. What's up, King Tiger? How you doing? And see, stuff like that is never highlighted because people always want to talk about all the negative stuff, all the BS, because that's more popular. That's what sells. Yeah, she put them up in a hotel and bought them all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Chicago's my hometown, born and raised there. And I am so glad to know that something like that is happening. See, people want to run with this false narrative saying that Chicago's a murder capital, that there's so much black-on-black crime in Chicago and stuff like that. And you know what? It's a load of crock, because the people that control the narrative are the ones who run with it. See, this right here to me is a role model for young black children to follow, especially young black women. These young black girls need to see something like that. We need to be the change that we're looking for. We need to be the role models that our children are looking for. Now, I don't have anything against hip-hop artists or against athletes, but you know what? Our youth need to look at something that's a little bit more, look at something else as a role model too, have more options to see. And that's something that needs to be highlighted too, how this young lady here, Candace Payne. So my hat is off to Candace. My hat is off to her, and I send a shout out to her and other decent black men and women such as her. Well, that place, one day gonna go visit and people only talk. Yeah, exactly. You know what, King Tiger? Exactly. Yeah, go there, man. I think you will love it. I think you will love it. I mean, life should be about discovering new things and enjoying new things. Why do people want to always find something negative to focus on, want to run with this narrative and control stuff that's not even necessary? I mean, it's too much going on in the world today. And when you see stuff like that, like what that young lady did in Chicago, to me, that just brings a little bit more hope in the world. It brings a little bit more hope in humanity, brings a little bit more love for people, and it also begins to start warming up people's hearts, because the world could be a cold place. The world could be exactly CG3. It's all about loving people. I mean, the world is a cold enough place, and when people do stuff like that, when people do things like that, that begins to melt the cold hearts around people. That's, in my opinion, that's really what I think, what I believe. So, I mean, I just wanted to just mention that. I mean, now it's nothing, once again, there's nothing wrong with hip hop artists. There's nothing wrong with athletes. But it's amazing to me how people can remember the words and the lyrics to the latest Cardi B song. But when you ask them something about, well, what did you do for someone today? What did you do for your neighbor? They can't tell you anything. They can't tell you that. What kind of examples are we setting for the young people? What kind of examples are we setting for each other? What kind of, I don't know, what kind, yeah, well, what are we doing? And I'm not saying that I'm the most perfect person in the world, but I try to do something. I do try to do something positive. I try to add some kind of example. I mean, if we all each do something together. What's going on, Filthy Frank? My brother, little young brother, Andre Toppin. Hey, Andre, I'm waiting for you to bring that bookstore up, man. I'm gonna hold you to that, bro. You gotta bring us a bookstore. But one of the things is that I'm learning to be more of a positive person. I'm learning to be. All right, Evelyn. Well, I'm glad you came through, Queen. I'm so glad you came through. Anyway, that's for you. And you know, one of the things that we can do, and I made this clear before, but even if you do the smallest thing, you're doing something. Oh, appreciate that, Make It Wayne. Thank you. Annette B, how you doing, love? Thank you, Evelyn. I appreciate that. And you know what? One thing I can't say that I'm good at, that I'm perfect at, is being imperfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, but that's okay though, because what I lack, God makes up for. And no, that's the way people should think. That's the way life should be. We should be providing better examples. We should be trying to be our best at being the best that we can do. I mean, whatever you can do it to the best of your ability. I mean, Dr. King said it best. If you're gonna be a street sweeper, then be the best street sweeper that ever swept streets. Oh, Minister Aaron. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Wow, that. Thank you, King Tiger. That's amazing. But yeah, everyone get to know each other in here. I don't mind. Everyone support one another, talk to one another. So as you all already know, I gotta lay down the ground rules. YouTube is doing new things, so it's a certain word that starts with the letter S that we can't say anymore. Yeah, everyone knows what it is. So if you get to meet somebody, say that you got this person, or say that I've been on some people's streams. They say that I knocked at your door. Well, say that to people. Say that yeah, I got you, or something like that. Exactly, Annette. Say that hey, you doing, so and so? I got you, or y'all know what to do. So Italian says, we used to go take blankets and coats and stuff to Lower Wacker Drive to help the people. We'll be coming soon again, just to give it. Oh yeah, I know about Wacker Drive. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I know about Wacker Drive. I've been living in LA for like 5 years, and I've spent time in Skid Row. I've lived there. I've also slept on some buses and trains. I've When I lived in Dallas, I spent some time being homeless, so I know what it's like being out on these streets. One thing about being homeless and stuff like that is that you should be more grateful for what you have. And the thing is that when I see people out here like that, however they got there, I think to myself, no human being should be living this way. Human beings are not meant to live this way. You know, and I ask myself this question, like, well, what caused them to get this way in the first place? Oh, that's too much sun right there. I mean, it's good to be in the sun, but wow. And one of the things I'm definitely wanting to do more of, I'm going to start doing more videos and live streams, and I need to start doing stuff more in the daytime. Yeah, I do a lot of streams at night and all, because usually that's when I'm relaxing. What else do I do for a living? Well, my regular 9-to-5 type job is I do security, but at the same time, I'm also wanting to be, I'm studying filmmaking and stuff like that. So I want to do more of that. Right now, I'm actually running some errands while I'm getting ready for work. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's what I do. So yeah, I have a regular 9-to-5 job. So what about you, King Tiger? Where are you from? Matter of fact, where is everyone from? Hey man, mental health is a large part of the problem among the homeless population. I certainly do agree. It's a lot of people out there that have a lot of things that's going on, and a lot of issues. Okay, GI, Gary, Indiana. Yeah, okay, I've been to Gary. But yeah, a lot of people have issues, and the thing is that the problem is that people keep writing them off. Where are people getting this information from? Why are YouTube not allow us to say a word that YouTube issue is best prop? I've been on a lot of streams, Silks, a lot of different streams, and I hear it all the time, people saying that we can't use that word. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know why we can't use it, but that's the way, that's what people are saying. I'm guessing it came from YouTube itself. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Italian Green. But the thing is that how they deal with mental health, the thing is that what they do, they take people in, they medicate them, and then they put them back out on the street. I don't really think that's the best remedy. I'm not a head doctor or anything like that. I'm not any kind of doctor, but the way that they deal with people with mental health, it's not exactly the best course of action. They don't know how to properly deal with them, so they just set them aside. Local government refused to address mental health and building rehab centers as well as affordable housing. I agree. This game up in Northern California. I will continue this live later. Stay blessed, Aaron. All right, Evelyn, thank you. Yeah. Same name. Why don't they take the dot word or not use it? I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know why they do a lot of these things. But you know what? I don't want to argue with people. It's like whatever makes them happy, I guess you gotta go on and honor it. But yeah, I certainly do agree. I mean, people get bent out of shape over a word, and for what? It's a lot of other things that's going on for them that they get bent out of shape over a word. Albert, aka Turtle, how you doing? How you doing, LA City? But the thing is that people worry about the wrong thing. People are getting bent out of shape over things, over little insignificant stuff that shouldn't even be the case. People are getting bent out of shape over stuff that has nothing to do with them. And yeah, thank you, everyone. Hit the likes, everyone. Hit those likes. But you know, it's like people are getting more and more angrier, more and more unhappy, and the world that we're living in today, of course, I've already made it clear, it's getting worse and worse all the time. But there is still hope. There's hope. That's the thing. People don't realize that there is still hope among us. You know, people, and the depression is a major issue too in the world. We have so many people that are dealing with a lot of depression. People are feeling lonely, inadequate. People are feeling like they're not loved. I hope no one here. You all don't hear that background music, do you? Because I definitely don't want to get flagged for copyright and all that. Oh, you all hear it? All right. Let's see if I can get it. Anyway, yeah, the reason why I still back outside again because get away from the music. There's music playing in the background. I don't want to get flagged and stuff, you know. Just doing the right thing. But yeah, depression is a major cause in the world today. People feel inadequate. People feel like nobody loves them. We have more suicides and stuff on the rise because people don't have a proper way of dealing with their issues. People are not being properly medicated. We got too much going on. We got all this negativity. We got all this technology. We have all these advances in medicine, but yet the one thing that people don't do is how to deal with folks on a human level. People don't know how to deal with each other on a human level. Now, like I said before, I'm real thankful for technology, but sometimes technology can get in the way. I mean, a lot of times when we could use this technology so much that we forget to be human again. We forget how to interact with each other. Because one thing I'm gonna say, that no matter how many computers and gadgets that you get, nothing can replace that human touch. Nothing should replace the human touch. We still need to be able to communicate with one another. I mean, sometimes I like to go and just shake someone's hand and just look a person in the eyes. 50 Frank says it's sad seeing the babies taking their own lives from bullying in school and social media. I absolutely agree, Frank. It is so sad to see that because these kids don't have a proper remedy. They don't have an intervention. They don't have any kind of proper counseling that they could go to. And a lot of times when they try to talk to someone like their parents, the parents don't want to hear it. They don't want to be bothered, and that's not good either. That's not good at all. How you doing, Food Forest, Permaculture? How you doing? Thank you, Albert. Thank you so much. I mean, people, these youth today are just are messed up, and a lot of these millennials, the millennials today, a lot of them, they seem to be so messed up with a lot of these drugs and stuff, with a lot of all these. I mean, it's more of these millennials that are like taking their own lives more than anything, because a lot of them feel inadequate themselves because, once again, that people send them to their phones and things. And one of the things that's babysitting these youth today is technology. How you doing, Clownville? Petty Lane? Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and welcome. And you know what? Even if there's trolls in here, if it's a troll in here, if you can sit here and you can learn something and not be disruptive, you're welcome to stay. One thing that I run as a peaceful stream. I try to have a fun stream, but I try to make it peaceful. If you have issues with somebody, I would appreciate it if you would take it somewhere else, work it out, and then come back. Because one thing I'm allergic to negativity. I like positivity. One thing I wish to say, you are not replaceable. Only one you. Amen to that. Exactly. I know I met you from Myron Maxfield chat. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Clownville. Yeah, okay. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Everyone, say hello to Clownville. Everyone make friends with one another. I mean, we have to learn, we should learn as people to love each other. And I'm not saying that we're going to live in a world of complete utopia where everyone is just so happy and, hey, how you doing? And sounding like Flanders from The Simpsons. Actually, to be honest with you, if I lived in a world that was like that, that would probably scare me more than anything. I mean, we all have flaws. But you know what, though? It's okay. Personally, I would prefer a person to have some kind of flaws to them. You know why? Because somebody like that I can relate to. I like being around relatable people. I like watching relatable people. When you have people that you can relate to and that can relate to you, it makes it all so much better. Right, LA City? I'll get what you're saying too. How to cook by Lil. How you doing? Welcome. The one thing about YouTube is that sometimes it can be overwhelming, I will admit. Sometimes we can get so caught up in it and we need to disconnect. There's nothing wrong with that. Every now and then we do need to purge ourselves and get from and disconnect from electronics. Like I said, I'm out here washing some clothes and stuff. So let me go on here and take care of this real quick. Thank you guys for coming along with me. I did a stream last week trying to make peace in these YouTube streets. Appreciate that, Andre. Yeah, we need some peace. Yeah. I'm glad you did that. Just bear with me, everyone. Taking care of some stuff. But yeah, I mean, how was everyone's weekend, by the way? What did you do? So it takes no talent to hurt someone, but it takes real talent to heal folks. I am an earthling that is here to be a good steward to Mother Earth. I know that's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The easy thing, see, the easy thing would be to just go off on people and to snap on everyone. But the challenging part would be to be like, no, I'm gonna be nice to this person. Now that's a challenge, right there. I mean, I get it, everyone. Sometimes people will test your limits. I get that. Sometimes people will test you. But when you can learn to not let it get to you, then you're doing something. When you can learn to not let people test you, you're doing something. Relax the whole week internet, I know that's right. I pretty much relaxed too. I mean, Saturday I took care of a few things, attempted to do some writing, developing a story. So yeah, we did that. Yeah, I agree with you, LA City. We do need some peace. There's too much scandals. There's too much going on. There's too much negativity. I certainly do agree with you. All right. So yeah, like I was saying here, I'm just running a few errands, wash some clothes. Learn to drink more water. Water is great, and I'm learning to drink more of it. But yeah, I mean, how you doing? But we need to learn to go back to being human again, see? The one thing is that people are so busy. I know that's right. The one thing that we forget what to do when we get, we get in our own little bubbles is that people tend to forget how to love one another. People tend to forget how to be there for one another. Once again, I'm not saying save the world. We can't save the world. Don't try to save everyone. You can't save everyone. For those you can, though, those you can talk some sense into, should focus on them. You should definitely focus on the ones who will listen. Water is truly great, so Andre Chomp says that drink alkaline water for the first time last year made me feel so alive. Okay, yeah. I'm drinking spring water from Arrowhead, and Arrowhead makes a good brand of water. I like their water. They make some good stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, I do still drink pop and soda, but I'm trying to do it in moderation. I am learning to try to drink more water, but yeah, I'm working on my health. I'm working on better health practices. I'm working on doing things better. I'm working on my diet. I'm working on trying to eat more. What I'm going to do is eventually get into a gym and start working out. Now, one thing I do a lot, I do a lot of walking. Oh, I walk a whole lot. Of course, that's because I don't have a car. But I walk and take the bus. But that's okay, though. Because sometimes it's good. And not to mention, get out here in the sun, make my melanin pop. But yeah. But the negativity's got to stop. I mean, so many people just go out of their way just to look for negative stuff. I mean, folks just want to chase a bag. Folks want to get the hottest scandal. They get paid for it. Get to the latest dirt on someone. Even at the point where they even go out of their way to even make stuff up on people. So that's right there. I mean, when you gotta go out of your way, if you have to sit up there and make up stuff on people just to get a story, then simply you just need, you're just a miserable person. You need more to do. Alkaline water is awesome. There's lemons and limes in the water, and you will take plaque out of your body. Healthy is, oh, okay. Lemons and limes, all right. So alkaline water, is that water that think they have there with those electrolytes or something like that? Hunt, to gather, and grow. Yeah, there was a time, I think, in the life of humanity where we used to be hunter-gatherers. We used to hunt our food and gather it. And one thing about wild-caught food is actually pure food. It's more healthier. That's why, the interesting thing about this is that people say that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. And I used to think, when I first heard that, I used to think to myself, how's a dog's mouth cleaner than a human's? It's a dog. Then I realized it's what the dogs eat. See, dogs and animals don't eat the same kind of food that we eat as human beings. And it all made sense. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. That does make sense. They're not busy eating the stuff that we eat. That's why they have healthier mouths and healthier diets and stuff like that. Because they just simply don't eat the way we eat. Aaron, candy is my weakness, so I go into the gym every day after work. I know what you mean, Annette B. Don't feel bad. I eat candy too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Y'all, it's nothing wrong with eating sweets and stuff like that, because I do. But you just got to learn to do stuff in moderation. And I'm speaking to myself too. Just got to do it in moderation. Don't do it like all the time or every day. Like every now and then. But there's nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, here's something I found out. This is a little bit of information I found out. So, say if you are starving. I mean, say if you're starving, you haven't eaten all day, or you hadn't eaten in a long time. I found this out a long time ago. But the best way to not before you start to eat something, you should eat like a small piece of candy or something like that before you eat a big meal. Tell you the reason why. Because what happens is the candy, when you eat the candy, what it does is it sends a signal to your body that food is going to come in. And what it does, it starts to open up the walls of your stomach and of your digestive tract so that the food can come in. In other words, it expands it. Because if you eat something on an empty stomach, it could actually make you sick because you're starting to take in too much at one time. I found that out a few years ago, and it actually makes sense. 80 fresh veggies and full and 80% fresh veggies and fruit and 20% cooked dead food is good. Okay. Yep, I'm a small person too. I mean, I'm like, what, 5'6"? I'm a short guy. And, man, I forget how much I weigh. I think I'm 170 something. But yeah. It's always good to talk about health. I mean, we definitely need, because particularly us in the black community, our health is not exactly the greatest. Because we eat too many GMO foods, we eat too much stuff that we shouldn't be eating. Hey, Rice, aka what's going on, Rice? Everyone say hello to Rice. Rice is an artist. Matter of fact, Rice, didn't you just have a show recently? Didn't you have an art show that you participated in or something? Yeah, support Rice. She can draw some pretty good stuff too. I'm well. Didn't you have a show? Okay, you're having another one this summer. All right, cool. Jeanette Cleveland, how you doing? Glad you're here. Yeah, see, there's so many different people on YouTube. I like going to different channels. I love supporting different people, seeing what different people are talking about. And one thing, man, is that you can just meet so many different people talking about different things. We got gamers, we got people doing mukbangs, we got people just talking about all kinds of stuff. Literally, on social media, you can literally go to school on social media. You don't even have to go to a four-wall school, because you can learn so much on social media. And why do they have to do this right across the street from me? I mean, y'all, they would do that like right next to me. I mean, across the street. I'm trying to have a nice conversation with my people, with my audience, and they want to sit up there and blow horns. Oh, I tell you, the nerve of some people. Hey, Miss G. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. I spoke too soon. Anyway, hey, Miss G, how you doing? So, but yeah, we definitely need to work on our diets, and I believe that too. We're working on when we eat right. When you eat right, you start to feel right and live right. Okay, I can't deal with this. I'm about to walk back here in the laundromat. I was outside let my melanin pop. Okay. So yeah. So I'll come on back in here and just take a seat, sit down in the laundromat, washing some clothes. But yeah, learning to eat better, eating right, that's important also. Diet is always a definitely important thing to do. When we watch our diets, when we start eating better, you start feeling better. And I definitely do believe in good health. Health is a very important part of our lives. I definitely want to start being more healthier. One thing I definitely do. Last week I celebrated a birthday, and one of the things I'm definitely thankful for, I'm always thankful to make it to another day. I'm always thankful to make it to see another day that wasn't promised to me. And that's the one thing that people just take so much stuff for granted. And that's the one thing I've learned to not do, is take things for granted. Because life is too short, y'all. And you don't want to take things for granted for too long. When you take stuff for granted and you're not thankful for what you have, you could lose it. And I don't want to lose anything. I don't take you all for granted. My friends, I don't take you all for granted. Everyone who comes and watches me on these streams, I'm very grateful for that. And I appreciate you all taking the time out of your all's day to come and see me. Because I realize that a lot of you all can find other things to do. I get that. Yeah, I appreciate you all taking some time out to come and watch me. I'm thankful for people like other YouTubers who I've gotten a chance to meet. People like Underrated Darkness, Information Man. I'm thankful for all of them. I'm thankful for everyone who comes out here to see me. I thank you. Thank you, Annette B. I appreciate that. I learned so much on these YouTube streets, and we can get inundated and caught up in the negativity, or we could choose to rise above it and do better. I've heard someone say this before, that you should be the change, that you're looking for. I agree. If you can't find someone to change, okay, then you be the change. You make the first move, and maybe people will follow suit and follow your lead. But it's important that we need to be the change that we're looking for. That is a true statement. And I love meeting new people. I love being a part of the solution. Because see, too many times, and other people who've always been part of the problem, it's time to be part of the solution. I want to be a part of the solution. I want to be the solution. If I could do something to make someone have a better day, if I could say something, if I could be the spark to light in someone's life to where they can have a better day, I feel like I've done something. We don't have to always be so negative all the time. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. Got a little bit caught up. One of the things I'm definitely looking forward to doing, and I'm going to do it, is getting better equipment, because I want to broadcast to you all more professionally. Using this phone, it's fine, it's good and all, but I want to be more professional with my delivery. I want I want to broadcast to you all in a much better way. I want you all to see. I want to give you all better quality. You know, because I believe in definitely equality is very important. The way you present yourself is very important. It's like one thing you say, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. There's some truth to that. It's like going on a job interview. You want to put on your best impression. You want to be your best. You want to show that you want to show your potential boss that you're the man or the woman for this job. And that's why good first impressions is important. That's why I like to, hey brother the Nubian, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Welcome. Say hello to this is brother the Nubian, everyone. This is another good positive brother. Appreciate this, brother. I mean, thank you, Annette B. Hey Monique Hill, how you doing, Queen? That's the one thing I do when I address women, when I address sisters on YouTube. I try to refer to them as queens because I like to see you as queens. I love to see my black sisters as queens because there's too much negativity going on out here. You know, for black women being disrespected and being mistreated, black people, period. It's too much. I say this over and over again, but we need to learn to embrace each other better. We must learn to love each other better. I'm so sick and tired of seeing all this negativity that's going on among us. I'm sick and tired of us disrespecting each other, disrespecting ourselves. You know? Wow. Man. We have we've got so much there's so much going on in the world today. It is so much that we just have to learn to get over. We have to rise above the madness. Exactly, Monique. That's right. And I'm a king. In order to be kings and queens, we have to embrace the throne. We have to embrace our crowns. We need to and we also need to view each other in that light. We need to see each other in more of a positive fashion because the media as it is today is already painting us in a positive light. And I just said earlier, I just got through saying this, that our youth, our black boys and girls need to see more positive images of us. They need to see more than Migos. They need to see more than Cardi B, who claims to not be black anyway. They need to see more than Travis Scott and the rest of these folks out here. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but they need to see more positive images coming from us. Hey, Vonda Harris, how you doing, love? We need to be the change once again that we're looking for. We need to stop. We need to stop looking at each other's shortcomings and enumerate them. I mean, the black sector of YouTube, I'm gonna just go on and say it, it's in just an utter chaos. we got just so much. It is like literally a civil war. Got this whole gender war crap going on. Men versus women, women versus men, and it's all madness. And exactly what are people getting out of it? There's nothing coming out of it but misery. I mean, is someone getting paid for it, for the latest scandal? I don't think so. I mean, the things that this last week, this week alone in Black YouTube, it's just been nothing but drama. And we have so many people, they just want to flock just to hear who gonna get dragged, who gonna get roasted, and for what? I mean, what do you get out of it? It's like, how is that gonna help better your life by dragging someone? And then when you do come with some solutions, when you do come with something that's gonna better people, they don't want to hear it. I mean, as many times as I hear some of us complaining about what we don't do on YouTube, or what we don't have in the black sector, or what this person is, when a person does come with solutions, you shoot them down. You crucify them. You talk about them. But yet, you got people on here that want to call folks hair-headed hooligans, and they want to talk about welfare queen, talk about black men ain't shit, and all that stuff. And that's what people flock to. People love misery. People love drama. And that's the thing. When we do that, we're not the only ones that's watching us. You got outsiders watching us too. And they're looking at this and they think it's funny. They think it's entertaining to see us ripping each other and tearing each other down. And they go back to their groups, and they go back to their people, and they say, see, look at this. Look at how the Negroes act. Look at how the blacks act toward each other. Why should we respect them? Why should we treat them like humans? Because we do the same thing to ourselves. Oh yeah, I'm getting on us. Because I want to see better for us. I want to see us change. And I must admit, I'm sure I've probably been part of it. And I don't like to be. Sometimes I've gotten caught up in the drama and stuff myself. And for my part in it, I want to apologize. But I want all my sisters out there to know, the beautiful black queens out there, I want you to know that I love you all. You all are beautiful to me. And for all my kings out there, my handsome kings, keep doing the good. Keep on doing the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. I know you don't get appreciated enough, but you all are doing right. You all doing a good thing. I agree with Vonda, and you're right. We must be happy with ourselves. It is too much self-hate, and it's real. The self-hate is real. I'm not gonna get on here and talking about dusty beta males and stuff. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not trying to talk about, ratchet the queens and all that stuff. That's not what I'm here for. But I do want us to change. I will address the negativity and let you know how much I don't like it. But yeah, I want us to change because I do love us. I love us a lot. I'm gonna be wrapping it up soon, but I wanted to just drop some info and some knowledge down with everyone and let everybody know how much I love you. I love every last one of you on here. Sometimes I like to sit and imagine, but what if we just all could meet up together and just say hello to each other? Wouldn't that be nice? I would love to meet some of you all. Yeah, and that be. I mean, what if we could all just come together and say hello to one another and embrace each other? One thing too, I noticed that this is something I would love to challenge people to do, and I talk about this a whole lot. Oh, okay, Annette. So we have the same mind. I mean, what if we could all do panels or live streams together and say everyone takes down their avatar? What if everyone could all just get in front of the camera as themselves? Yeah, I already know how some people don't want to show themselves on avatars. Okay, but what if people just decide to just let their hair down and just say, I'm going to go on camera? I do it all the time. I have no problem with showing my face, with showing myself on camera. I think when people do that, I think you're being more real. I think people are being more transparent. No, I'm not trying to get in people's personal business or personal life. I don't know, I guess it's just a hang-up I have. Maybe it's just me. Like I said, I'm a work in progress too. God's working on me. But as much as I hear us talk about being real, as much people talking about being real, well, that's being real right there. But as much as we got to deal with in the world today, as much as we have to deal with all the ratchetry, we gotta be thick-skinned, and that's one thing too. I'm glad I said that. But if people are going to be on YouTube, this is a good time to do it. There's a lot to deal with, a lot to talk about. And one thing I will also say, that when you're on this platform, it is very good. You should definitely have a thick skin. This is not the place to be if you got tissue paper feelings, because everyone's not going to always agree with you. Also, another thing too, I've learned this: you don't have to always address the trolls. LA City said the black sector is tribal. Me and another brother was talking about on RBR live streams this morning in his chat. Yeah, it is tribal. I mean, what is with all the infighting? What is with all this warring amongst each other? You know, and I got love for all my black YouTubers. I got love for Tariq Nasheed. I got love for Tommy Sotomayor. I got love for RBR as well. I don't always agree with everything they say and do. I really don't. But I definitely got love for them. It's too much negativity, too much. Help me out. What's the word I'm looking for? Too much ratchetry. And I ask, why do people always want to go for the ratchetry and negativity? Yeah, getting too close to the camera there. There. I want everyone to see me fool. I mean, but that's just all I wanted to mention. I'm about to get off here soon, but I really appreciate everyone coming through. I really appreciate the love and support everyone shows me. And definitely, we should all do that to one another. I mean, I want everyone on here to love each other, and support one another, embrace each other. When I move the phone away, everyone, can you all still hear me? Everyone put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me when I move the phone away. I'm trying to test something here. Good. Appreciate it. What's up, Kai Watts? Appreciate it. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, y'all, but it's just it is a mess here. And one thing about Black YouTube is that it's too much hypocrisy. It's too much he said, she said, so it's too much backbiting. Now, I'm not going to stop embracing Black YouTube. I'm going to always support my people. I'm definitely going to do that. But I'm also looking at other stuff too. I'm going to look at other YouTubers as well. I think this is a big enough platform, but we should be able to embrace others. Yeah. We have to stop being tribal as a black race. That's what it will divide us and make us dislike each other as a race. Yeah. We do. We most certainly do. What's going on, minds? Welcome. Appreciate you coming, stopping by. Enjoy. But yeah, I mean, this is a big enough platform, YouTube is. It's just so many different people out there to go out there and check out. We should definitely do that. For those of you who are just coming in, I'm going to be here for maybe 10 more minutes, but you all can definitely check out the playback. It's a lot of stuff, though, I'm definitely covering. But it is too much ugliness. And I've stated this before also. I know I've said this several times. Some of you all have heard me say this before. But YouTube is basically been the great equalizer. And when I say that, I mean that it's caused people to be instantly bold. I mean, things that people wouldn't say into a person's face, they have gotten online to say it. Now, once again, if you claim to be real all the way. Be real 100%. I mean, I hear people say all the time how they're going to pull up on someone on YouTube. How are you going to pull up on someone that's 3,000 to 4,000 miles away? Yeah, I mean, folks, what is a YouTube beef? That doesn't even make sense to me. A YouTube beef. Anyway, I could go on and on about that, but we got to get it together, people. We got to do better. We have got to really do better. And I really am about solutions. I truly am about solutions. Now, I don't like I said, I'm allergic to negativity. At the same time, exactly, Frank, exactly. Keyboard gangsters. No, literally, that's what they are. Keyboard gangsters, keyboard warriors. That's literally what it is. But yeah, I just really wanted to just go and share my knowledge with everyone, share the love with people, and y'all remember this: it's a great big world out here. Go out there and discover something, learn something. Not just online, but offline too. Anyway, everyone, I'm here washing some clothes. My clothes should be stopped by now. About to go over here to this dryer. Let's see. I think I forgot where I put it. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, everyone. But yeah. Everyone go out there, do something nice for someone. Go out there and love on someone. Everyone go out there and support a black business. Support one another, embrace each other. And y'all remember, YouTube is a big place, and the world is a big place. Just go out there and do something positive in both of them. So I'm about to go and wrap this up right now. But I love everyone. God loves you too.